Hey, hello, and welcome to another edition of Tips for Dummies. Today, I'm going to show you how to cook the perfect spare ribs. And the first thing you do is it's obviously a pretty good size of grill, at least where you can divide the charcoal on one side and you know the where you're gonna put on the other side, because we're gonna slow cook it, man. This is gonna be so delicious. You're gonna know, you're gonna find out after we finish. And first you gotta divide the charcoal like that, like I did it right here. I put that rock so that way they don't come off, and right here that's where the barbecue ribs are gonna be. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna spray pretty good amount of liquid starter out. Like that. Pretty generous. Pum pum.
So what y'all do today?
Alright, and we're gonna leave it for 5 minutes or a couple of minutes so that way it can penetrate to the charcoal, okay? Okay, so this is the spare ribs. I bought 2 spare ribs. I cut it in 3 pieces, and I let it. This is I let it marinate it with 1 beer and with just pepper, and you can just marinate it with whatever you want. And I let it stay like that for 1 full day. All right.
God, that's not.
All right, so once the 5 minutes pass, we're gonna just light it up, just like that, man. All right, that's how you should start it with. Once you put the fluid on it, you don't have to add any more fluid or anything.
What the heck?
You just leave it like that, and it will burn beautiful. So you let it burn for a while, and I'll let you know when we're ready to put the meat inside. All right, so it's still burning. Once the charcoal is ready, we're gonna put the meat on the side. We're gonna close it, and actually this is gonna work as an oven. And I like that, this kind of charcoal that it has mesquite, and that will give an extra taste to the meat. I obviously put the charcoal on the side where you have a vent, so that way you can have a little bit of oxygen going through it, so that way the charcoal won't die. And the meat on the other side is where it's gonna get really hot. Alright guys, so the only thing I'm gonna add to the meat, alright, is this meat tenderizer. I like this one. It's the original, and it's unseasoned, right? Too much season, it will damage the flavor of the meat, but don't be afraid. So to use generously on this, so you're gonna put it in here. This is while the charcoal is cooking. So you throw it in the meat, and then with a fork, we go like this. This is gonna guarantee a really soft and tasty meat. You know, this is gonna bring the flavor out, and you're gonna do this on all meat. the same thing with all of them, alright? Alright guys, so when the fire is all maxed up, you're just gonna throw the meat a couple of turns, a couple of times, and we're gonna seal it. We're gonna seal the exterior. We're just gonna throw it. That's when the fire is way too hot. You know what I'm saying? It's way too hot, and we're just gonna throw the meat in there. So that way it seals the outside and keeps the juice right inside. And we're gonna do that to all of them. All right. So let's keep going on these. All right. Okay, guys. So once you leave it there for just a few minutes, you just put them on the rack, standing up. Oh yeah, just like that. Alright, so this one is a little bit on the outside. We're gonna throw it in here. Standing up. And we're gonna continue with the rest of the ribs. Alright. 2 at a time. Is it open? Okay, so once we got all of them, quite a few sides, quite a few times, both sides. The racks. So I think now the charcoal is pretty strong to handle the close. All right, so we're gonna close the lid. We're gonna keep all the heat coming up to this side. It's gonna just cook slowly, really good. Yes, just like that. All right, we're gonna leave it there, and we're gonna come back like in about probably let me see what time is this, 7:04. I'm gonna leave it about 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave a little bit of opening, not that much in here, so that way it can breathe, it can get oxygen. So that I'm gonna leave that opening so that way it can get oxygen, and I can see just the flame over here right on top of it coming up, and it's gonna get just cooked inside really good. So I'm gonna come back in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna turn it the other way. All right guys, so on the meantime I'm gonna prepare something that I'm gonna be putting the meat. Every time I open it, I'm gonna spray with this, and well, I'm gonna put a little bit of beer inside this. I'm gonna put 2 lemons. Make sure it drops inside. Gonna be 2 of these, and then salt. Right. that is inside. I'm gonna shake it real good. And every time I open this, like every 20 minutes, I'm gonna spray a little bit on the meat. And this it will give a taste and a little bit of a crisp. All right, just a little bit more here. I'm gonna bring the rest, close it, take it, and my chemical is ready to go. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we came back after 20 minutes. We're gonna take this thing out. It's not gonna come out like this, just like that. So I'm gonna just switch this thing.
A ver, le voy a poner sal, ¿no? Le voy a poner sal al.
Alright, just gonna throw a little bit of the juice. Gonna make sure this thing's standing up. Alright, let's close it. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna come back in another 20 minutes. Alright, so another 20 minutes had passed, and I'm gonna switch them. I'm gonna switch them back. So that way they cook evenly. I'm gonna put this rack. I'm gonna put this rack on the front. Right in the front. And then this one right here. By this. 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 And this. All right. Come back in another 20 minutes. Okay guys, so it's already nighttime. I've been turning it around, and for the last thing I just put the grill and put it on top and close it for another 20 minutes, and look how good this thing is coming out. It's just nice. And we're just gonna close it for another 10 minutes and it'll be done. Alright guys, this is the final result. Alright, after 2 hours of cooking, 2.5 hours, they're so juicy, so tender, so beautiful cook. And we'll see you next time.